To the West, Utah versus Memphis. I told y'all about Ja Morant, but the bigger headline here is Donovan Mitchell not playing. Donovan Mitchell thought he was going to play, and then at the end, the team told him that he was not. And what I take away from that is the Jazz thought they were going to be able to win this game against Memphis without Donovan Mitchell. They took the Grizzlies lightly because they're the 8th seed coming off of the 2 back-to-back play-in games, and they just thought they could waltz in there and beat them. But guess what? Ja Morant has an answer for you. He's not playing with you all. If you don't bring your big guns, Ja can mess around and upset you all because Utah, you haven't accomplished anything. You are a regular season team. Yes, Rudy Gobert plays great defense at the rim. Yes, you are a great three-point shooting team, but without Donovan Mitchell being able to be a creator for you, that stuff is not going to work in the playoffs. Year in and year out, we see teams, great regular season teams, have a great system, have a great depth, but they lack a player, an impact player who can take over the game. And guess what? They go home early. Be on lookout for a upset in the 1-8 matchup. I'm calling it here. Phoenix, LA. I don't know whose shoulders hurt worse, Bronze or CP3's. It looked like Bronze because, Jesus Christ, CP3 was able to hobble out there and still help his team get to the victory, making clutch plays. Hey, undercutting his boy LeBron. No, that was not a dirty play. CP3 had LeBron boxed out. LeBron jumps, I think, trying to get a call, and that's what happened there, man. I don't think that it was a dirty play by CP3. And the weird thing was people were trying to say the LeBron CP3 thing led to the altercation on the court, but it had nothing to do with that. Cameron Payne and Caruso, they had a running in on a no call, and then they were just getting their get back, and then Trez wasn't having it. That's all that was down there. It was just, playoff basketball, tempers rising. But look, Anthony Davis, I need you to show up. You haven't played well this season, and it's carrying into the playoffs. One thing about Anthony Davis is if you go look at his playoff record, his playoff numbers are great. They're amazing. And he had his worst playoff game in his career. He had the worst plus minus, I think double of anybody on the court. But LeBron did what he does. He felt out the game because he wanted to see what Phoenix was going to do. And if you don't believe me, look at the plus minus. When LeBron was on the court, Lakers had a positive plus minus. When LeBron was off the court, they did not. I think there's a lot that Frank Vogel needs to figure out because Andre Drummond and Anthony Davis don't work well together, especially when you have a DeAndre Ayton on the court who ate AD for live. Oh my God, APB for AD. Shout out to Brandon Marshall. Where is Anthony Davis? DeAndre Ayton, DA, AAD, man. He had AD looking like a DA out there, man. But we got to get Drummond off the court, man. And because Drummond, he takes up space and he allows Anthony Davis to want to be a perimeter player. And we need AD down there on the block working out. Denver, Portland. Is this your MVP? Is this the guy who's supposed to be the face to carry the league now? Nikola Jokic, is this your guy? Because if so, man, I'm going to need to see more. I think that that guard firepower up there in Portland, I think that experience, I think that grit that Dame has, that anger that he still feels like people don't give him his just due, I think that's what we're going to see on display here. And I like Portland winning this in 6. I really like seeing another year where the MVP gets sent home just to let the media members know, hey, the regular season and the postseason are 2 different leagues. Lastly, LA and Dallas. Ooh, so Doc wasn't the problem. The bubble wasn't the problem. Boy, Rondo's not the answer. Is Luka having his coming out party, his real deal coming out party? Because he had big numbers last year, but he didn't win. Are the Clippers going home early? Is Kawhi maybe gonna leave? Because New York and Miami will have cap space this summer? Is that what's going to happen? Because if the Clippers don't get out the first round, I can imagine it's going to be crazy there. Whether it's Steve Ballmer firing the staff, or it's Kawhi saying, "Bro, we didn't even make a conference finals, man. What's going on here?" And I think that's what happens when you build your team around two players who play exactly the same and neither are outspoken leaders. Boston, take a hint. This is what you're going to turn into. You're going to be Clippers light in the Clippers East, really. So I think that the Clippers are going to struggle. But if the games are close, man, I got Dallas because I trust Luka in crunch time way more than I trust Kawhi or Paul George, as seen in the game Saturday.